The dragon might talk about industrial disease. We heard there was time for I can't give you any more information because sometimes they got to talk in a different voice, give you a different look. Okay, we don't want to give you the whole lowdown on Ken. No, come on. Okay, ethics and morality versus soul. This is what I wrote down to give a talk on. Ethics, morality versus soul. So I can't really tell you too much about that because that lecture was for JW and I'm not sure who JW is. Anyways, if I was going to give you a talk on ethics, morality versus soul, ethics, morality is soul is. Okay, ethics and morality might be like etiquette at a golf course. In other words, you got to make sure that the people are really, really far ahead of you before you drive the ball on the tee off. Well, that's beyond etiquette. That's like human safety. Etiquette is more like who gets to be like the order of putting on the green. The etiquette normally is the person furthest away from the hole putts first. Except if one of the people is like clearly not on the putting green at all, in which case that person gets to go first. But, in my history as a golfer, when I wasn't doing very well, when I was hacking badly, just dreadful golf, there were times, when I was so far behind, it was like they couldn't wait for me. They would, putt or whatever. Maybe I stopped and had to go and find a ball or something. And then, I just putted up along as fast as I could and I finished the hole and then caught up at the next tee. So, I don't know. There's these, because etiquette is still, I don't know. I mean, the logic of it is, well, what do you have to do? You have to mark your balls and remove the ball back and forth. There's a bit of a time for you to talk and chit chat or whatever, because it's kind of backwards. Logically, the person who was blocking other people's balls, the further away people, you would just putt that one first. Another way, if there's a traffic jam around that, then put away the ones that aren't blocked. It's like playing pool. Is there a shot or not? If you got to start going and removing your ball off, I mean that's etiquette, and that's it's golf etiquette. But logically, I mean, if you efficiency wise. It's just that, if you were going to learn to play golf and you never played golf with anybody who knew this kind of etiquette before, and you met them, and you had a round of golf with this person, and this person swamped you with all of this etiquette talk. It's got to be this way, it's got to be that way, and you never learned etiquette, unofficially or whatever, because, I don't know, you watched a videotape of people, I don't know. Maybe that didn't happen. You didn't have any of that stuff from the olden days before they had. I don't know. Your grandmother lives in Montreal. You live in Edmonton. Your grandmother bought you golf clubs. Nobody in your Edmonton family plays golf. So you would just pick it up and learn on your own. And I don't know. You always played by yourself because you lived on a farm. So what you did is you cut one of the fields and then you just drove golf balls. So, I mean, you got to be super good. It's just that you never played with other people. And, no one ever clued you in that there was this thing called etiquette, this hoi polloi thing. Okay, so I don't know. So, this person played, well, when they played with this etiquette person, they played with their soul. In other words, their soul wasn't concerned about, I don't know, maybe their soul should have accessed databases and said, it didn't happen that way. It just was the way the guy played it. And would the guy get annoyed with the etiquette person dumping all this etiquette on him? Um, it would make an interesting scene for actors to do discovery in. I mean, I'll just set up the scene. You have at least two people, the etiquette guy and the guy who never played with other people, and possibly two more players. If you wanted to make it unfair, they would all be etiquette people, and then the sole person would be picked on the whole time. Or maybe the other etiquette people are like, I don't know, but I don't know. Anytime people get together and they're on etiquette, they all group together. It's group mind, and you're fucked if you're a soul person, SOUL, or SOLE as in all alone. So this is the minority report, the feeling that you're surrounded and overpowered by more people who are in the majority, and in your opinion, they're wrong. And, in courts, in the Supreme Court of the USA, I don't know, they go with the majority ruling. But even if it's wrong, yeah, even if it's wrong. So, I don't know. I don't want to risk too much by going off topic because I'm talking about, well, what happens then? Well, if you're for the minority report, you're fucked because it doesn't count. It's like clearly it was considered, and one judge actually thought it was the right answer, or two judges, a minority of judges. So what do you want to know about it? It's like it's not fair. That's not justice. That is not justice. If even on the Supreme Court you got a split decision, that means that the law is fucked, doesn't it? If they can't agree at the top level and they got a split decision on these things, well, I mean, I'm going to bring it back to soul, SOUL. Your soul is in blah blah blah. I can't help you. I don't know what else to tell you. Soul was what I don't know. Did I do ethics and morality? Is that enough talking? Okay, this was a lecture for JW. Because at the time there was a feeling that people were following along with formal, I don't know, Robert's Rules of Order was more important than the truth. And somebody might say you need order in order to get to truth. I'm supposed to show some emotion, and I'm not quite sure what emotion to show other than exhaustion. Industrial Disease. It's a song by Dire Straits. Industrial Disease. Go look it up. Industrial Disease by Dire Straits.